We're talking about old people tonight. And not just any old people. Every old person in particular. The ones that are disabled and think that you owe them the world. We've seen them everywhere. They're inside the grocery stores, they're at the bus stops, they're at electronic stores. They have no idea what the fuck they're buying. And if you don't tell them, oh, does this television get 1080p or does it get channel 3? If you don't answer their question, then you obviously don't give a shit whether they live or die. I know I don't. That's fucked up. But I don't. I really don't. And I have an interesting story to tell you about why this all came to be and why it's such an outburst right now. After I take a bite of my brownie that was so graciously provided by Kim from the office next door. Anyways, so today I had a busy day. Here we go. Something happened today, right? Yes! Something did happen, okay? I was on the bus. I was already late to my doctor's appointment. I ended up getting there at 10:30. But before I get there, one of the last buses I had to take was on the corner of Broadway and Alvernon, okay? Now, I get off the bus, and I'm waiting over at the damn crosswalk to go eastbound on Broadway. If you're not a Tucsonan, then you probably don't give a shit about these directions. But I'm sitting there waiting. I hear this old little voice yelling from across the street, and I look over, and she's in a little power wheelchair thingy, waving her arms frantically, and I finally grasp that she's saying, "Stop the bus." Okay, so I turn around and look. The bus is moving away from the damn bus stop already. She's not even across the goddamn street. And I'm not going to chase a motherfucking bus that's not going to stop, because they are not allowed to stop by company policy once they've left the bus stop. Okay? It's called a bus stop, not a bus stop and then double check, fucker. So, she gets across the street. I'm still waiting for my crosswalk light to turn green here. And what's the first thing that comes out of her mouth? "You jackass, I told you to stop the bus." And right there, I'm already having kind of a bad start to the fucking morning, okay? So I turn and look at her, and I just say, "Sorry, couldn't hear you." And she said, "Bullshit, you can hear me. You were looking every time I yelled. You should have stopped the bus." So I said, "Don't bitch to me today, okay? I'm not going to stop a fucking bus that's already moving and left." Jesus Christ. And then I guess she didn't like the attitude that I had, because she had asked me, "What did you just say?" My precise response, "Fuck! F-U-C-K!" And she just scooted on off to the bus stop. That's an example about old people. They think that they're old, that everybody in earshot is required by some freaking God-given law that they need to help them. "Oh, I'm old, I can't reach the peas, can you get them?" And you just walk away, okay? You're a bad American citizen if you do that. On a more general subject about old people, why do I still hate old people when I have old people in my family? Because the fuckers in my family are family. I have to deal with them, so I get used to it. Okay, if it's somebody off the street, in a grocery store, in a fucking Best Buy, fuck them. Okay? You're old. I forgot to disable sound on MSN. You're old, okay? I'm not going to give a shit, because you're not my personal responsibility to make sure that you get a full quality of life. Granted, I'm not going to let you go get hit by a car or anything. No, that's just common sense. But if I don't want to do something and you complain to me about it, fuck it. Okay? One, you're ruining the whole image on old people even further than it can be. Two, you already pissed me off. And three, fuck it. Okay? That's the only thing I can say to them is like, you bother me for something that I don't want to do. Fuck you. Okay? Old people. Oh my God. Christ almighty. Can you just, at least if you're a kid, I know it's bad to think about, but when your parents get old, you want to put them in a home. My parents aren't even old yet, and I know that if they get all old and senile, I'll find a nice home for them. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Another thing about old people, too. They get more benefits than I do, okay? I gotta struggle to get state assistance for medical. Okay? I had to jump through hoops, and eventually I'll get it. Old people. Okay, so how old are you? 60? Free! All you have to do is just be old, and the world unlocks to you because you're old. Okay? I don't know if it's a mental thing with old people or something, but I think they think that, you know, other people who aren't old are somewhere in the clause of old people deserve this, or if you see an old person, you're required to check up on them and see if they took their medicine correctly, or if they've fallen and can't get up. Life alert. But seriously, come on. Why is it old people can get a free goddamn scooter thing with Medicare, but if I break my goddamn legs, I still have to pay a copay, I have to get crutches, I gotta pay for the cast. Fuck. Old people have more money than me too, and they still get all this shit for free. What the hell? Old people, please just listen to yourselves. Okay? Although I highly doubt that an old person is going to watch this. If you're an old person, smack yourself across the face if you're guilty of doing any of these goddamn motherfucking pieces of shit things, okay? Thank you.